Hey there, everybody. I'm CSB Dolan here with CSB Rise, bringing you the final match before the break on day 4 of the new NEO2. We have Rep Cartel in red versus DyslExodus, Weeby May, our friends Nexus. So there we see a...
I have no idea. No, it's an Astarte. I'm kidding. Yeah, you can see setups now in front of you. Rep Cartel going with 3 Astarte, 3 Vexor, 2 Inquisitor. So this is that Rampage setup from earlier in the tournament, which has looked good sometimes and bad sometimes. And then for the Exodus team, 2 Eoses, 3 Vexors, Ishkur, and Purifier, which is not necessarily different. It's actually, we should stop trying to guess whether it's kiting or not early on. I'm guessing this Exodus setup is a close range setup, and that those Vexors will have Ogres and Hammerheads and Valkyries and stuff like that rather than Sentry Drones, but we'll have to wait and see. And
you know
of course,
I really hope the Astartes and the Vexors drop. Why is he zooming in on the...
I wanted to... What? He's showing weapons.
That's a guns stealth
yeah.
bomber. Okay.
We're getting underway. Quickly before we get underway, I'll give a little shout out to Zeraxel Nightblade on the Exodus team. Taught him everything he knows.
Did you?
He's a bro, yeah.
So the Exodus team sure to lose with piloting skills like that. Inquisitor already taking damage, but catching reps immediately. He's going to be taking... what drones have they dropped?
Yeah, really, they're close range drones. So Exodus... trying to make sure. Well, tons of warriors for now. They've only got warriors on those Inquisitors. So even though the Vexors do have limited drone base, they should have 1 full flight of 75, and then I think 1 leftover 25 M3 to fill with warriors or other support drones. I'm not exactly sure on the numbers. It's either 75 150 or 75 100. But anyway, warriors on the Inquisitor. They're now going for the Astartes. Those Astartes charged across the field to begin with. You can see they're starting to slow down now as they do get on top of that EOS.
Interesting to note, there is no damp pressure on the Neros. With all those Vexors, you think there would be some damps in the mid, but it looks like they've used them for tracking disruptors. But even with the reps landing on the EOS of Zarazal, he's already in half armor. He's going down fast, but the Astartes actually taking armor damage even faster, and he's got no reps yet.
It's an enormous amount of damage. We're going to have to see. This is a big battle between the logistics. So Neros repping, as you said, on the EOS. Wow, the Astarte going down.
The Inquisitor's not repping at all. They need to get some reps right now. There's some reps, but it's a little bit too late.
Wow. Really smart tactical play by Exodus, forcing those Inquisitors away from their team with the Warriors at the start of the match, getting them out of there, and then going full damage onto the Astartes afterwards. They all switched to Berserkers. The Inquisitors just weren't close enough.
And now Zarazel's holding. Zarazel's going to hold here. And the longer he holds, they're going to swap to this other Astarte, the Astarte of Bob Shaftos, and he's going to melt just as fast, probably even faster. Now that Zarazel doesn't have to be concerned about transversal and stuff.
Wow, I wonder if he's going to hang in there. It's so close. It's like they definitely had enough DPS to get through the Oneros up until the first Astarte went down, and now it's right on the line. And it actually still looks like he's taking damage.
And the Inquisitors aren't repping
look how
enough.
Fast the
Bob
Shaftos
is going to go down like a rock. And that's going to be it. Like that if they can't break an EOS and they're not swapping any Vexors, now they're Now there's support war between the Ishkurs. An Inquisitor is caught. Inquisitor tackled here. The Astarte. Did they switch too much DPS off the Astarte here?
No, he. It looked like he was pulling away. I mean, you saw that shot a second ago. I think that was a Bob Shaftos just piecing out, just not.
Bob Shaftos looks like he's right in the middle of the cloud here.
He can't run from the drones, of course, but he can run from some of the.
30 meters a second, so I assume he's not really pulling much range.
No, at this point, you're right. Anyway, he's dead.
Yep, and they're gonna swap right to Lucky CCS.
Oh, and Zara's still tanking. What a monster!
Zarazel is a 9.5 hero out of 10.
Inquisitor down for Rep Cartel. Things falling apart fast for them. All of the rest of their, all but one of their big damage ships is tackled, webbed, or scrammed, or both. And that looks like they're going to start killing Vexors. That's probably just that Ishkur killing the Inquisitors. Maybe they've switched back to some Warriors. Could be either one. And Zera's starting to recover armor now. He's pulling back up to 20% or so.
Zera's going to hold under the damage of only three Vexors in Astarte, and almost all the other Vexors are caught as well. Like, this was a really strong performance, but you have to question Reputation Cartel's decision to not put any damps in their mids on those Vexors and apply literally no pressure to the Neros, just leave them free to rep.
They're just trying to do it with pure damage, and it was almost enough.
Yep.
I mean,
it was very,
UC's half structure. They almost broke him, and if that happens, this could very easily swing back the other way. If they kill him first, it's still a big plus for DyslExodus that they have the Oneros there, but I mean, there's Inquisitors that could have supported the second set of Astartes if damage would have gone down on the Exodus side. So I think really, really, really close match, but obviously Exodus pulling away at this point from Rep Cartel, and they're just in cleanup mode, but
Yep, pushing out both Inquisitors with the Warrior 2s early in the match.
That was key, I think.
Yeah.
If the Inquisitors would have been there right when the Astartes started to take damage, it might have given them enough HP to swing this the other way. Really perfect decision-making, it seems, by Exodus for both going for the Inquisitors with Warriors to start and then switching. I mean, the dangerous thing with that is also if you overcommit to them, leave the Warriors on them for too long, you would lose ships in the meantime.
I wonder
but
if they
knew right when
just
to
sent
switch.
the Warriors out, and then as soon as they were close, abandoned the Warriors, redropped. And
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure if all the Warriors are still in the field. I saw some of them recalling when they were switching. But yeah, that's exactly what they did. There's tons of Warriors abandoned across the field.
That was a sick move, and with that final ship going down, that's going to be the reputation cartel out of the tournament.
Yep.
CCP Rise making the right call here, going with DyslExodus, we be may.
I mean, my 3 out of 8 today shows that I'm pretty smart.
Yep, psychic powers. We're going to see you back in the studio in just a few seconds.